All right. Hello, hello, hello. One and all is Badger Wild. We are here today, and I am working on. I built a vector thrusting duct fan aircraft, but it just didn't. It was kind of iffy when it would perform, so it's very hard to land. So I got to looking at what I was doing wrong, and apparently I got to build something with only two duct units going. So we're going to do something a little different in that category, where I'm gonna build a VTOL type aircraft that, if I'm lucky, oh yeah, there's one more thing. Somebody got on to me about, and this is one of the few times I'm going to address haters. Someone got on to me about how the mini miner was not a good thing because it just wouldn't get enough stuff. We have three of them now. One's getting ice, one's getting, I think, cobalt, and the other one is getting the nickel and stuff that I had before. So they do a very good job. I'm not sure why someone felt the need to get on there and go, "Oh, this is not doing what's supposed to." Okay, all right, man, that's cool. Cool story, bro. It's just one of the things. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, do you know what we're doing here? That was the weirdest little own. That was the weirdest little cell phone I've ever seen someone do. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this right here. I do want the insect connector on this. Yeah, I mean that was just wild. All right, we're gonna build this up real fast. What have I got in here? Now, last time I built this, I built a small one. That was like a singular cockpit. This time, we're going to build something a little bit bigger that we can put a small squad of people in and it'll fly off with vector thrusters and it'll be able to lift itself off the ground. By the way, everyone, today's live stream is being powered by regular Dr. Pepper because I need the caffeine. Uh, and it is very good. It is very, very good. But yeah, I'm here late because I got to work late today. Forgive me, chat. Forgive me. So, what I'm wanting to do here. Okay, I got number 7. I got seats. Okay, that's not going to work. We'll do this, I suppose. Would do better. Oh, come now. Don't do this to me. Not like that. Alright, I'm going to need a block here in between temporarily, just for that stupid seat. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is going to be dual wide. Probably an open side area. And we're going to have rotating large, very large rotating units. I do need to start moving stuff from that area there and start taking all this stuff over here, all the power generation equipment we got and everything, and all the equipment we have stored, and start moving it over here to this area where we've got all the good stuff here. So that's a thing. That'll have to be done at some point. Um, hmm. So I'm wanting to build, chat, what I'm wanting to build here Let me check, make sure. Am I talking here? Am I giving out? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we are. We are. We are. All right, just checking. But, let me see. How far do these go, anyway? Okay. Get this out as far as I have to. There's there's a thing on iModel that is basically an upgraded version of a Black Hawk helicopter, and that's what I'm trying to recreate here, chat. That's what I'm trying to recreate. It is a Black Hawk helicopter, but it has the Helldiver Pelican thrusters on each side that rotate, and so I'm wanting to do something similar to that, if at all possible. I'm gonna say this is enough room here for the helo. Nope, nope, nope. What am I doing here? Alright. Now let's see how much room I can get away with. I've got 2 spaces here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Now the question is, can I get through there to the inside? And I may just do something different with the door.
Fuel low.
So yeah, the plan here is to build a VTOL type aircraft. Oh yeah, I think Gomer fixed up the one deal in here. That's looking awesome. So this base is pretty well self-sufficient. We also got the power generation going on over there. It's just tearing up jack at the moment. And I've got enough room over here for about 4 more, I think. Maybe more. No, I got room for way more than that. I think 6 more refineries that I have yet to build. And then hook them all up with some catwalks and stuff like that and make them all look really nice. That's what I have yet to do. Okay, let's go back to our one deal here. As I said, I'm going to try and build some type of Black Hawk helicopter looking thing. If I don't get this done today, I will put on... I'll leave that open right there because I think I can put some type of gun turret on there. I'm going to eventually make like a gunship looking thing. So the kicker here is there's this model online that I've seen a long time ago. And it was very cool. I mean, very, very cool. And this guy basically built, I can't remember his name. I think his name is Charles King. And essentially he built this gunship that was pretty much, he took a Black Hawk helicopter model and he took the turbo engines that were supposed to go, like the jet engines that go on top that provide the power plant power for the rotor, ripped off the rotor, put a radar dish on the very top of it, or radar dish looking thing on top, and then attached 2 vector thruster, 2 tilt, not tilt rotors, tilt thrusters on either side of it like an Osprey. And it was basically a Black Hawk helicopter turned into like an Osprey-like vehicle, only it was more of a jet, using jet thrusters to get it from point A to point B. And it was sick as all get out. And I'm like, I gotta build that. I have to build that. The problem I'm running into right now is Let's see here. I may have to build it like this with these little seats. I wish we had a different buggy seat. I really do. Like, I wish we had one of these, but with a two-seater. Actually, I could probably get away with this. Yeah, that'll make one the main control seat, and that'll make the other one not the main control seat. Now then, once I get done with this, I have to start building this thing up in the front and figuring out how I'm going to get the configuration of this, because the glass cockpit I want to put on this thing, it is going to be made of glass, but I want I want to have like the bubble underneath open so you can like see down as you're landing the aircraft on the ground. And this is going to be pretty big, so I'm trying to work within the parameters I've kind of given myself. I think I'm going to stack 2 batteries on either side here. And we got some reactor parts. What does it take to make a reactor part? That's what I need to know. Things are flying through my head so fast, I sometimes forget what I need for stuff. Alright, assembler 2. Reactor components. What does that take? Silver, gravel, and iron. I've already got... I can find silver. That's not a problem. So we can build more reactor components if we want to. And we got plenty of gravel for that. So that's not an issue. Let me recharge back up here. So yeah, the plan of this thing is to build kind of a Black Hawk helicopter looking thing. I'm probably also going to see where I can put some wheels on this so I can get as close to this as to the deal as possible, but without damaging the helicopter look of it. And then I also have the ability to put maybe a gun turret on the front. Oh, variant Cataclysmo gives me nothing but thumbs up. Yes, I'm gonna have to put that in. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done because work is giving me a fit. But if I can get this done, if I don't get this idea done today, I will put on YouTube and in the Discord what it is I'm trying to build. At least what I'm trying to get close to building. So we have this there. I may have to put the vector thrusters right about here and put them on longer pylons. And then I think for the back, instead of having a rotator rotate, because that kind of threw the thing around too much, I think we're just going to put thrusters on the side, on each side. It takes 3 thrusters to equal a single thruster. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put 3 thrusters on going each direction. So I've got 1 small thruster, 1 regular jet thruster going each direction. And then we'll put some gun turrets pointing down and have them be able to turn and shoot. I'll have to figure out how that goes, and then I'll have to limit their movement so I can still swing them around and shoot with them if we have to. And we'll probably have like 2 little mini guns mounted up there. Like right now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this cockpit for the Black Hawk and still get the look of it. I think what I want to do, I'm pretty sure I can get the Black Hawk done today or sometime later. I need steel plates. I need like a connector over here because look at this, you can see how much iron and stuff. Oh, we got a bunch of silver ingots too. Wow. So reactor components are not that big of a deal. I have lots of goodies over here. Let's throw all this in. And we're going to grab a couple of these bad boys. Oh, hey. System's looking better. I don't think I went this far, so I'm going to cut these out. Because I'm not sure if I was going to go that far or not. Also need a... Alright, there is the top of the vessel. And I'm glad I made it as long as I did, because, dear Lord, that's going to require a difference in cockpit design. I'll have to lower this down a bit, make it kind of slope somehow. I'll have to figure that out. And then probably put a combination of steel plates and regular window blocks in. We'll have to leave like a window block open so I can hop into the deal and just do what I got to do. Yeah, that's gonna... It's going to become an issue real quickly. I'm gonna hop out of chat for just a minute because I need to look at the picture I've got. Oh yeah, this thing has to be way taller than what I've got. And I can start building the nose up right now. The only problem I'm going to run into is I got to figure out how to set the... like, I wish y'all could see what I'm looking at the moment. Because, because this thing looks really good. The way it's designed. It looks like something out of Terminator. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just start working on the nose. We're going to have something there, there, and then I'm going to put that there for the moment. That. Add some stuff there. Then we'll go to number 3 here. And let's see. That's not going to work too well because I'm going to have to extend that nose just a bit more. Because once that front section hits, I'm going to try and curve this thing around a bit with the blocks. But what's going to happen is I need to be able to start sloping up from here over. It's got to slope rather dramatically, so I've got room to play with, just not a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out another block maybe. Oh, I'm running out of hydrogen. We're going to need that to keep working with, so let's run back in here. Base is great. We know where everything's at. Only thing I got to do now is I got to start adding defensive systems eventually. But this isn't survival under fire, so I don't have to... I don't have people trying to blow me up yet. So we could also put some other stuff in here. Like I could put a antenna in it, but I think I'm going to put the antenna on top because there's got to be a radome dish up top this thing. So I'll be hopping back and forth on the the whole ordeal here real couple times. That might be enough right there. But the problem is I'm not going to be able to scope one more. So now if I start my slope from there, I'll actually be able to put some electronics right in here. Some stuff, which will help out a lot. Which will help a whole lot. Now let's see here. One block there, one block there. And then what I need to do is I need to just start forming this around a bit. Figuring out what blocks are going to go where. And how I can make them all. That one's not going to work. We'll try this one. Yeah, there we go. That kind of works. Kinda. It's going to make it too beakish looking. I'll do this one here. And then we do the other one. Like so. And I do that again. Yeah, I'll have to take that one out. That is just an annoyance right there. So that means I also need one there. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Let me weld some of this up, because it seems to be working. Okay, so we've got a pretty decent idea, or at least I do, of what this thing's going to do, what it's going to look like, and somewhat how it's going to operate. Well, let's wait on that one. Okay, I'm gonna wait on those two because I may put something in there like a remote control device or something like that. I may just put a gyro right there just to protect the cockpit and everything. Let's start building up these seats here, making this thing look a little more like a inside of a helicopter. All components are successfully withdrawn. We're gonna have some nice seats put in here. 8 people in the chat so far. At least that's what I'm seeing. YouTube does a weird thing with the chat that annoys me. I don't know how many people are actually in the chat anymore, because I got to watching one time and I could see on one time I paused and I checked the uh, the view count on both my computer and on my phone at the same time, and I consistently had two different view counts or sub counts that were on there. Not sub counts, viewership for the live stream. So it's like it may say 8 here, it might say 10 on the internet on my computer. All right, now let's hop in here and see what this thing. What did I just do? I thought that was hooked in. Oh no, it fell over. Why? I don't have a battery to it. That's why. I hop in and the whole thing just kind of tilts. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Let's take a look here. No, no, no. That's not what... Why is it doing that? Oh, boy. Okay. We're just going to have to start figuring out how the batteries are going to go on. Clearly, I need some. Okay. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stack 2 batteries right here, and then we can have a small 3,000 cargo container in here, which would be nice. Actually, it's a good thing this thing fell over like it did. Gives me a chance to weld all this up here. Let's go around this side and weld that bottom up. Boy, this is going to be a fun build. I can just tell. Now the fun part is once I build a Blackhawk, I can then build another Blackhawk. And we can have multiple variations of the same vessel. So this thing's like on its side at the moment. Which is irritating because every time I get into it, it decides to tip over. But the freaking landing gear is supposed to be on. That's what's annoying me right now. I've jumped into things before and it not tip over. Why in the frick are you tipping over now? Oh, well. Weld that up. Let's see here. Let's go to the batteries. That may be the issue. Oh, you're going to do this. Dadgum. I want these 2 sections open so that I can do some stuff, but we're going to have to see how this works out. So, which way is that facing? We'll do that. And then over here. Nope. Just like that. We'll have this big bulk. 2 twin batteries, that's more than enough power for 2 main engines. That's all we're running is 2. And then I've decided I'm probably just going to put like a small reactor on this thing. It'll just run then. I don't have to worry about it too much. And then we'll have just a very nice, capable gun, like not a gunship. I need to build a gunship variant of this though, of this design idea. But we have this here. So now what do I need? Let's grab this first. Cannot withdraw 15 power cells. That is fine. I don't need those just yet. I know exactly where I can get those. I don't understand why I hopped into the darn thing. It just suddenly decided to disengage the system for some reason. That irritated me more than anything else. Ager, hey Badger, how you doing? I'm doing fine right now. I'm about to pull my hair out because my VTOL ship just decided to tip over for some reason. And I'm rubber banding like a mother right now for some reason. Now the only consistent problem that we're going to run into is I don't have a lot of uranium. This is the one thing we are going to be missing out on a lot of, is uranium. Something pushing me back for some reason. Alright, your batteries are up. I'll think about slapping a gyroscope in here. Let me cut this out. And maybe that too. Let me grab myself a single gyro because that's all we're really going to need right now. I'm going to slap that right there. Oh, what did I do? Why did I do that? I grabbed the wrong thing and burn up my gyro. Okay. Yep. This is officially bullcrap. What's the capability, lift capability of some of this stuff? I may have to just use this thing. I hate to. Oh, 9. 8. What just happened? Why'd the power go off? Okay. Let's recharge back up. See if there's anything else here. What happened? What happened here? Oh. It's depleted. Well, that's not very helpful. What's going on here? Something like pulling charge or something off of it? I don't know about. Okay, so I can't use this to bring the ship back up. Why didn't that stupid landing gear just lock on? Hold up. We've got another ship here with a landing gear. I may just use it. Let me see something here, though. That's on recharge as well. Wow. So, for some reason, the batteries on everything are just being drained. I don't know why. These are on recharge. What are these doing? They're on auto. So why? Battery. They're up here. It's on auto. It automatically starts recharging. Oh, I bet it's the event controller. Alright, Gomer, what have we done here? People are greater than select action. Alright, this just turns the engines on. Well, that's unfortunate. I think what I'm going to have to do, I have to do this the old-fashioned way. There we are. Number 3. Am I out of steel plates? That must be what's going on here. I must be out of steel plates, chat. Got to throw some plates on here. That and like that, and this is what we're going to do. We're just going to build up a set of thrusters. That should be enough to get us up off the ground. And then I can use all this here to get myself above ground. Your out exceeds your input, so your batteries are being drained. Ah, that's what's going on. We're gonna have to really solve that energy. Well, here's the thing. I've got the energy crisis solved. We're just in between bases at the moment, right over here. I'll show you. We have a really powerful generator set up here. That one's not running. That one's running. Why is that one not running? Why is that one running? Okay, why are you running? But you're on. Why are you on? This entire group is supposed to go off. There. Alright, here's all the warfare batteries. Let me find the event controller and see what's going on here. Alright, that's done. I may be doing this wrong, chat, but alright. Now it should kick back off at 90%, meaning the batteries are all going to stay at like 90 something percent. So now I just need to get all the batteries. Power storage. Swap them over to auto mode. Wait, why is this one? What the? Okay, collective battery storage. So these generators should kick on only when the battery power gets down below something. I've already got a full tank of gas sitting over here ready to go to town on them. So yeah, I've got power issues solved. Currently, the only thing I got to do at the moment is I got to figure out how to get this one deal back up, lock it down. I need to park it is what I need to do. There we go. Med bay. Okay. The one oh whoa, what the heck? Alright. Rubber banding into things. Just painful as all get out. Alright, all components have been removed. We have a do I have that fully built up? Yeah, okay. We got that fully built. Something is just giving me a fit every time I get close to this engine. Alright, I got side thrust. Those are some big old thrusters right there. I don't need to go forward. Park. Okay. Let me see where I'm at right now. Oh yeah, I got some room. I got room to build the Blackhawk. I've got room. Okay, we put the big engines on. I didn't realize I slapped ginormous engines on here. I need to take those down very quickly.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
So I don't know if I need to put a large hydrogen tank on this thing so I can run a small engine on it, or what. Now I can open these back up. There we go. Now it's just a matter of making all this nonsense work and remembering how I did it over here. How did I do that? How did I do this? Alright, first number 3. We're going to put that piece here, number 4. I'll put that one there. Is your power grid gen grid attached to your battery grid? Yeah, it is. It's just I think that they're right. We're pulling too much with the other two because the miners, what they do is they'll just override the system. The PAM script goes in, starts overriding stuff, and starts just draining. And I don't understand why the other batteries are not where I think they're pulling from them first for some reason. Somehow they're accessing those batteries and pulling in. So those things don't have a nuclear generator. They just run on battery power. So when they get up, they take off, they move around. They're running on just simple battery power. That's it. So all our wind turbine power at the moment that's working, plus the generators down there that are providing. You can see the generator kicks on and off every so often. I think Gomer's got that thing set up properly. I just don't know. I've got my battery system set up weird, or my event controller. I'm going to have to look at the event controller and see what happens. See what I'm doing wrong there. Let's see. I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, all right, that should be three there. And I need some steel plates. Oh boy, that's annoying. Where's my steel? What is in this connector? Inset connector 2. Why is there a crap ton of parts? Where is that? Is that here? No. What the heck? That doesn't make any sense because that there shouldn't be another inset connector here anywhere. Why is it detecting another inset connector? Where would that be? Where are you? That's not making sense. There should not be another connector here anywhere. I've only got two. One of them doesn't have the parts in it. It's not this one. See, this one has a connector. Here's another inset connector. What is that hooked up to? Is there something here I don't know about?
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Oh, it's right here. That must be it. Yeah, we're going to take everything out of here. That was how we were solving the original power issue. And yes, something will get built up there. I just haven't decided what yet. Yeah, let's go ahead and just start slapping these on so I can get this forward cockpit done. And one here. And then if I'm correct, gonna be one right there. Looks very Black Hawkish. Oh yeah, check that out. I don't know what kind of engines I'm going to put on this thing. I know it probably won't take very much to lift this thing up. Um, I might do, and this is just me thinking about it, I might do a combo engine of both ion and atmospheric. That way this thing can operate in an ion. The problem is with an ion thruster though, they're not going to be very powerful. I may be better off waiting until we get some the new tech, but we're not ready to. We already ran to that one regional headquarters over there, and try as me and Gomer might. The first time we went, we got smoked as soon as we got close. We got to figure out what we're up against, and having a helicopter that we can use, or having a gunship that can fly up there and kind of scout around a little bit is a pretty good idea, as it turns out. It seemed like a really good idea at the time, so we're gonna try and use it. Okay, so let's grab number 5 here. I'm gonna put that there, and then I need probably one of these blocks, and then one of these, I think. Yeah, that's helpful. Oh, that looks nice. Nice. That actually looks really good. So then if I'm noticing this correct, it should come right to about here. Then we can run up a window right in this cockpit area. And then... no, not again. Why? I did nothing. Parking brake is not locked in for some reason. Oh, that's annoying. That is really, really annoying. Why is it shutting off the parking brake? That's what I don't understand. I done did this once before. It's like the whole parking brake and everything just said, nope, not happening today. That is highly irritating. I'm just going to have to work with it like it is. Till I get it to a point where I can... Alright. Let's just keep doing what we were doing before. Because, Lord knows, this thing doesn't want to act right. You know what I could use here? Some dang lights. I'll have to build some later. But yeah, I hop in and this thing decides to just shut off the parking brake for some reason. I don't understand why. It's one of those things that's really irritating me to no end because it should not be doing that. It's also holding up progress because I can't get this thing finished because it just won't sit still long enough for me to do it. Ah, that sucks. That just really sucks. Okay, what do we got going on here? So at some point also I'm going to have to put some type of wheel system on the bottom. Just high enough off the ground that I can put a single small wheel so that when I land this thing, that one wheel acts as a cushion. But it still be close enough to the ground to where it will not cause I can still land close enough to get that connector hooked up. I need some more metal. I need some more steel plates. God's name does that just go through the conveyor sorter for? Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Just got thinking about that. Do I want to do that? I did that over here, but I may not want to do it. No, that's not the right one. Where is she? Where is she at? There she is. There we go. That's better. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. So that's wonderful. Built an atmospheric vertical miner based around the new modular container. It has 7 drills and fills 2 refineries per load. Your PAM video inspired it. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, Eric Evans, somebody jumped off. Somebody got onto me for making mini miners, and I'm like, but the whole I get this big spiel about how it's stupid to build small miners and it's noobish and all this. I'm like, and my response to them was just simply, I literally my response was, you do understand that I'm running an auto miner. I think that's what the issue was. But they got wildly insulted over the fact that I was using a small grid miner to get ore. And I'm like, dude, it is not that big a deal. It really isn't. To each their own. But to sit there and get on to me about how you shouldn't use miners like that, I'm like, okay. Okay, I guess. I have no way there's no way I'm gonna like argue online over stupid stuff. Let's see. Maybe I can do some window blocks here. Wait, they make small grid window. Oh, there is a small grid variant of this? Is there? No way. Oh, there is. That's interesting. Huh. Well, that's not what I need right now, but that's nice to know about. Alright. Let's go down here and grab the old window blocks. Actually, I forgot I had these. Let's go ahead and add those two. See what I can do with them. Yeah, those might have worked on the bottom, but they're not going to work here. I need some girders. Fixing to have to go here in a minute, unfortunately, folks. Unfortunately. What I'll probably do is I'll probably get on tonight, and I'll do some live streaming as well. So y'all can catch me tonight, anytime after, let's see. When am I going to be on? That's the kicker. When am I going to be on? These girders here while I figure out what I'm going to do. I think what we're going to do first is I'm going to install some straight up blocks right here. Yeah, that'll work. And then just weld these up. So we got the armor right there. Okay. Windows that I need. Where are they at? Let me see here. How am I going to do this? Not like that. That's not going to be enough of a window. Let's try number 5 here. That's going to be my best bet, I think. Let me see. Okay, yeah, like that. And we're going to slap one there. And I may slap a corner piece right there. It's going to have some way to connect it right there, and that's not going to happen at this particular moment.
Fuel low.
Oh, fuel's low. Let's run back over here.
Critical.
Renegade Bundy, so a woke SC player, eh? Apparently, I didn't. They didn't even. I think that the confusion come from, and I'm gonna say the person was confused just to be, not to be a dick. But I think the problem was they saw me in the miner moving, and they listened to what I was saying, and they thought I was controlling the miner as it was going around, and didn't realize I was just sitting in it for cinematic effect. That was all I was doing. And they kind of took the whole ordeal very personally. And I was like, yeah, come on, guys. And I just basically put in the comments, I said, you do know that this is a auto miner, right? Because I was like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to say at that particular point. Because, like, okay. You can tell me I'm wrong. And then they were like, by the time they had done this, they had like they were telling me how they had several miners already built that were more than capable of getting from point A to point B. And I'm like, okay, dude, okay. But yeah, they took that. They got really mad. I mean, I got called a noob. Which, I mean, I'm not perfect at this game. I'm not gonna say that I am. But dude, it's like, come on, man. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I don't think it merits calling me a noob and a bunch of other things just because I have a different opinion on how to play the game. But some people just, it's not something that bothers me either, because it's like you're going to deal with dumb people, or you're going to deal with people, not, I want to say dumb, I want to say you're going to deal with people who just kind of lose it real easily. And it's the mindset of, okay, what now? I'm running into a small issue here now. Let's grab this here. I need to attach a...
Fuel low.
Oh, that's going to create issues.
Fuel critical.
Okay, I need to get some more fuel. But yeah, it was one of them things I'm just like, I'm hoping that it's more of a misunderstanding and not them just being a troll for clicks or for whatever. Like I said, the only response I gave him was, "You do know this is a auto miner." That was the only response I knew how to give him. That is going to jack. This is the thing that I. What was that? Oh, this is the thing that really irritates me. I just realized I'm going to have to fix it somehow. So now I'm irritated because I'm going to have to lower this down a bit so that I can make the cockpit work. Because the one thing is just way too high. Or I should say the front section's way too high now. And so now that corner piece, you can see right up there at the top, I'm not going to be able to connect those very well to where it will look right. So I'm going to have to take this seat and I'm going to have to push the seats down at least one block and then go from there. And like I said, it does look like I'm not going to be able to get this thing done on this stream. Of course, I have a solution to this. Oh, gee, seriously? That's annoying.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
So I just got to looking, and this is going to cut that section out there. So I'm going to have to beef up some stuff so this Blackhawk works. Once this thing is done, it'll be nice, but it's all this engineering and stuff that you have to do to get to that point. Look on here, I'll read a couple more comments before I get off here. Eric Evans, I have 5 drills, 5 piston drilling arm attached to a mobile space station that builds ships. IMO, your miners should reflect the scale of what you are attempting to build. 15 piston drill arms. Kind of lose it. Don't kind of lose it. Don't think they ever had it. SMH. Renegade Bundy. Yeah, I have exactly 0 personality. Build miners and maybe 1 or 2 ships fully built. Nah, I feel like they try to seem better than you for some weird social gain, probably. On this day, in this day and age, it can happen. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't understand the point of it. I don't understand the point of it because you're not getting anywhere. The only reason I'm even considering, I'm even thinking about it right now is because it's just kind of weird. You decided to do that kind of flex. I think I can fix this, even with the modifications that are going to have to be made. Okay, let's fly up here. Oh, yeah, I haven't gotten this completely made out yet. I'll have to figure this. Yeah, it just, the idea of I'm going to chew you out for clout does not make much sense to me. Oh boy. Brother, that's going to be low. We'll do this. I want the other cockpit, but we'll do these cockpits instead. Now I can put some steel plates on the bottom of this. I'll gerrymander this around enough to where it'll fit. Don't tell me what I can't withdraw.
Fuel low.
Okay. That's done, but I got this giant part sticking out under here. I'll have to beef this area up around there as well. But now the cockpit, everything should work with the cockpit now. It should work now. Should being the primary word here. I'll have to figure out that glass. Yeah, it's just one of them things I just look at it, I'm like, why though? This didn't accomplish what you thought was going to accomplish, and it seems it didn't seem to have made any more impact than what you already have. But like you said, you never know. People do weird stuff all the time in this day and age. Some people I've learned, some people are just there for the clout, and they'll do whatever it takes to get it. Case in point, Johnny Tsunami. I mean, just frick. That whole situation is just wild with that dude. I'm like, man, what did you think was gonna happen? Looking at this, I can probably yank these two blocks out. Let me look here.
Fuel critical.
I can yank these two blocks out, and we can add some scripts and some maybe a radar of some type, and I'll add some type of turret controlled radar dish that'll turn as it spots things, and then that'll become the radar. You can do a rotating radar dish. I'll have to figure out how to do it, but I'll build a certain type of radar dish, and it will just turn towards the target, and then we'll be able to see. It'll actually be on top of the Black Hawk, and then we'll have the two thrusters. I am going to have to leave though, folks. Unfortunately, I will be on later tonight. Probably going to start doing some more Helldiver stuff because that game has now gotten good again. I'm surprised as anyone else. If you're sitting there going, well, that's surprising, Badger, I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm just as surprised as you are. I'm just as shocked and amazed. But it's become a good game again, so I'm thinking, you know what? Let's go check it out. By the way, we'll have this going. I'll probably leave this section of the helicopter open so you can just hop right into it. So just, oh God, I forgot.
Fuel critical.
That is going to have to stop. Why is it is unlocking every time I get in? Is what I don't know. Why are we unlocking? It makes no sense. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn these batteries off, I think. Because I don't want them using too much power. Because they've only got a limited amount of stored power in them before I can hook them. I'll have to build a nuclear reactor for the back there. Add a small cargo container. Just a 3,000 liter cargo container in the back. And that'll give us enough area there to do the one missions. Then the back here, I'm going to do probably 2 thrusters worth of side-to-side thrust. Because then you can still tilt the thing and it will still operate. And I may put some tilt into the thrusters. So as they tilt around and move, they'll also tilt limitedly side to side. And I'll just armor plate up the area around it so it's hard to take down. And then we have this little Blackhawk. I can move like a squad of dudes into position, and then we can add maybe some gun pylons on the side to allow it to shoot with. But yeah, I'll put a picture up of what it is I'm looking at, because I found this really cool looking Blackhawk thing, and I'm like, oh yes, I've never seen something that looks that sexy. And then I'll put it up there, and you guys can take a look at it. We'll make it. I'm gonna make it really stealth too, like have the wheels kind of inset into the in the unit so that it can land and do its own thing. Now I think I can put landing gear on it just below there one block and it will still be able to hook in. And that way when it lands onto a deal, I don't have to worry about it moving too much. I can just put it in position and just kind of land it where it needs to go. And I don't know what kind of thrusters we're going to use. We do have two small thrusters that could keep us in the air, but I could go for the big thrusters. I may go for like a dual twin thruster and then cover it up in such a way where you can only see one of the thruster ports sticking out and then just kind of modify it to make it look really good. And then we'd have a nice regular thruster and maybe put an ion if I can get platinum. I don't have platinum. If I get some platinum, I can put an ion thruster in it and then it could go from ground to atmo. But we'll have to see. We'll have to play around with this. This is just going to be special forces like aerial. Not a gunship. It's not a gunship. We're not building a gunship. It's going to be more of a flight unit, just for flying around here and have some limited ion thrust. The problem with the ion thrusters is you almost need two ion thrusters per main thruster to get it to stop, and I'm almost better off, I think, just adding a hydrogen engine on the back of it and going from there. Because with a big hydrogen engine, all I would need is a, what is it, a conveyor converter, and I could slap the hydrogen onto the back here. There's enough room to cover it. And then I could fill this thing up full of hydrogen, and I could also put some type of, well, I'm going too far now. I could then do hydrogen thrusters to get us from point to point B. It doesn't have to be super maneuverable, it's just got to get us from point A to point B. But if one regular low-grade thruster is enough to get us going, stopping and starting, and moving from place to place, then two hydrogen thrusters in there, or just a single, two hydrogen thrusters would be enough to move us around. And then I just need some hydrogen thrusters on the back. And if I wanted, I could add, well, no. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's just one of them things. VTOL gunship, I'd make it hydrogen based with horsepower lifting reasons rather than atmospheric thruster base. Instead of a Black Hawk Nighthawk, look up the V2 Valor. I've seen that thing. But it's like, it's really bulky. And I kind of want to use that for like a heavy lift, almost like a big drop ship kind of system. This is more of like a special forces small ship we can fly around and do stuff with. And then I can just a couple of rebuilds, and it's just a little bit of rebuilding it up and making it how I want it and then flying it. But yeah, I guess that's going to be the end of this live stream right now.
Fuel critical.
Because I'm running out of time and I gotta go. Unfortunately, I gotta go. I gotta go work on a roof. Joy. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video and as always the live stream here. And as always, stay safe, stay frosty, and I will see you guys next time. We'll be checking out some really cool. We'll be doing some really cool stuff. Probably tonight. I'll be getting on tonight and I'll be working on this again. I will, however, be looking in the community tab of the channel. I will be putting up a deal showing you guys what it is I'm trying to build here. And you'll get an idea of the madness I am currently dealing with at the moment. But anyway, as always, I am Badger Wild saying stay safe, stay frosty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.